I'm Noah with your Tartessa News for the week of September 21st, 2015.
My name is Cassandra. Please stand for your pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Last week in Hungary, there was a major riot between the Hungarian police and refugees from Croatia. Thousands of refugees broke a section of the border and passed through it. Police used armored vehicles to barricade the border and blasted people as they crossed the border with water cannons and tear gas. Refugees pelted the policemen and their vehicles, and because of this, 20 policemen and 2 children were injured. During the incident, the police detained 29 refugees and 1 confirmed terrorist. Hungarian officials are currently debating on what they will do to handle all the refugees.
The Nepal Country Fairgrounds is usually a place you go to have fun, to watch a race, enjoy a show, or reveal at a festival. Now it's a refuge. The fairgrounds have become a tent city for some of the thousands displaced by fast-moving wildfires in North California. Blaze that continues to rage Monday across parched terrain, threatening more homes and more lives. I just want to go home, if I have a home anymore, said Melissa Coachella, who has pitched a tent in the fairgrounds for her and her 4 children. I didn't think there's anything left. She is among those affected by the Valley Fire, which has scorched more than 61,000 acres since starting Saturday. Already hundreds of homes have been destroyed and some 9,000 more are threatened, according to CAL FIRE. Let's go over to Lexi with sports.
Good morning, Tartessa Tigers. Welcome back with sports with Alexia. The Cardinals beat the Saints by a score of 31-19, and the 49ers beat the Minnesota Vikings 23. The Green Bay Packers beat the Bears 31-23, and the Chargers beat the Lions 33-29. Now let's talk about volleyball. The JV squad team beat Grace, and varsity also beat Grace too. JV lost to Desert Oasis 21-25, and varsity beat Desert Oasis to 25-20. Tune in for more sports news next week. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Alexia. Here's Angie and Miss Coleman for the teacher interview.
Good morning, Tartessa. I am Angie here with another teacher interview. This morning I am joined by Mrs. Coleman. Good morning, Mrs. Coleman.
Good morning, Angie. Good morning, Tartessa.
My first question for you is, where were you born?
I was actually born in Ohio. Ohio starts with O.
My second question for you is, how long have you been a teacher?
A 1 and a 6 is 16. A 1 and a 6 is 16. A 1 and a 6 is 16. My little sweet 16. I've been teaching for 16 years.
What was your dream job as a child?
A pig says, I wanted to be a veterinarian when I was a kid.
My fourth question for you is, when did you know you wanted to become a teacher?
I knew I wanted to become a teacher when I moved back to Arizona, starts with A, back in 1999.
My fifth and final question for you is, what do you like to do with your family on your free time?
Snowball fight! Love snowballs, love snow, like to go up north during the winter. If not, I like to hang out just at the cabin up north in my family's cabin. That's really dumb. Double, double ice, ice, double, double cream, cream, double ice, double cream, double, double ice cream. Oh, she's watching us.
Good morning, Tartessa. This was a fun interview. Thank you, Mrs. Coleman, for joining me.
Thank you, Angie, for having me. I'm really glad to be here.
I'll see you next week for another teacher interview.
Woo!
Thanks, Angie. Here's David with Week in History.
Welcome to Week in History with David, week of September 21st. September 24th, 1957, President Dwight Eisenhower ordered the National Guard to enforce racial integration of schools in Little Rock, Arkansas. Happy birthday to American folk legend Johnny Appleseed. Was born in Leominster, Massachusetts, September 26th in 1774. For 40 years he traveled through Ohio, Indiana, and into Illinois, planting orchards. He was a friend to wild animals and was regarded as a great medicine man by Native Americans. He would be 241 this week. See you next time, Tartesso History Buffs.
Thanks, David. From all of us here at the Tartesso News, we'd like to wish these students a happy birthday this week.
Let's go over to Jesus with his tech tip.
Welcome to this week's Tech Tip with Jesus. You probably have seen something on your Chromebook that you really want to save as an image for later. Well, this week's tech tip should help. To take a screenshot, first press the Control key and the window switcher key, the key above the number 6. You should now see a notification pop up in the bottom right corner saying you have successfully taken a screenshot. You can now see that image in your downloads folder. Come back next week for a new tech tip.
Thanks, Jesus. Caleb's here with our club news.
Good morning, Tartesso Tigers. This is Caleb with more of your club news. The spotlight this week is on the programming club. Programmers there have been learning Java, and they've been learning how to code. Coders have been also called Wizards of Tomorrow. They're writing their first code, which is going to be called Hello World. There are not enough programmers to fill the jobs available in the future, so programming is a valuable skill to learn. Also, for the chess club, the leader is now Amir Hunter, who shot ahead in the ranks. That's all for your club news.
Thanks, Caleb. Guadalupe is back with Classroom Report.
Good morning, Tartesso Tigers. I'm Guadalupe with your classroom report. Ms. Hammond is a kindergarten teacher here at Tartesso. Ms. Hammond's kindergarten class is currently planting plants, learning their shapes, letters, and sounds. They also got their new Samsung tablets. Her students come to school excited to learn every day. That is all for this week's classroom report.
Thanks, Guadalupe. Ashton's here with our entertainment news.
This is Ashton with your entertainment news. Today I'm talking about the person with the most followers on Vine. According to Telegraph.co, Marcus Johns has over 2.8 million followers on the app. With a sharp eye for amusing situations and an array of silly voices at his disposal, his are among the most consistently amusing videos. Here's one of his really funny videos.
This is how I kiss doggies.
That's all for this week. See you next time with more entertainment news.
Thanks, Ashton. Here's Nick with Fun Fact Trivia.
Welcome to Fun Fact Trivia with Nicholas. You got 3 facts. Guess which one's right? A. Phobia is the fear of phobias. Choleraphobia is the fear of phobias. C. Antelope phobia is the fear of phobias. You got 10 seconds. Guess which one is right? If you said A, you are correct. Come back next week for more Fun Fact Trivia. Thanks, Nick. Peyton's here with our joke of the week.
Hi, my name's Peyton with your joke of the week. Why did the fly never land on the computer?
Why?
He was afraid of the World Wide Web. If you have a joke that you would like to share, please have your teacher email Mr. Wisser, and we would like to get you on the show. See you next week.
That's all for our Tartesso News.
See you back here next week.